Not much, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Let's kick it on the FM. We're going to have some fun and talk to our friends in KHEA Radio Worldland. Let's go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy, and I got Anthony here. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on, my friends?
Anthony, the man with more LLCs than most people know about. So what's up, Ed? How you doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself?
Pretty good. What's going on with the gun vault? You know, y'all had to shut down the freeze, the walls caved in, and now y'all are back?
We are back in full form and ready to serve Galveston County. And I guess Harris County and Brazoria County. And if you want to drive from any county, we're going to service you.
Yeah. Where are you located?
3701 646 North, across from the Justice Center Police Department, Santa Fe.
Do a lot of those guys come in?
Yes. Now that they know we're there.
Yeah.
It was funny. Not talking bad about the PD, love them. When we first opened, like the day before, we opened on like a Wednesday or Thursday. The day before, one of my buddies was at the gas station, and he was like, yeah, here's our card. We're going to be, opening up tomorrow. Where at? And he was like, we're pretty much across the street from you guys. And then I have another friend in Hitchcock who's PD, and she said something to him, and they were like, where are they going to be? And we already had signs up.
Coming soon, yeah.
And, I mean, you've seen how long the signs are up.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, they're 200 yards in front of your building. We should pay attention to that. Like I said, I'm not hating on them. I love the guys.
Yeah.
But no crimes happening across the street.
Oh, no.
Hope not. Hope not.
Yeah, no way.
I mean, because really there's nothing over there. There's a gas station, donut shop, and a gun store.
What used to be there?
It was like a dog grooming, dog training, boarding. It was disgusting is what it was.
Oh, I was going to ask, did y'all have to clean up?
Brutal.
Y'all find any like loose pets that got left behind?
No loose pets, but there was all kinds of stuff. It was bad. Like, we had to go in there, redid all the floors, paint, carpet, sheetrock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty. But we walked in, and I had some of my partners with me, and they were like, yeah, I don't see this. And I was like, man, you have to visualize. This is what I do. Just trust me. And they're like, best of luck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I went and filmed the other day at a dog groomer called Possibilities for a Shine on Lamarck.
Genius name.
Yeah, Possibilities. Go check them out. They're in Lamarck, but it's on 1764 on the way to Santa Fe. It's that weird area where it's like
Santa Fe, Tech City.
It's Santa
Lamarck,
Fe, Tech City. It's everything. You touch it all, right?
Yep. And like the Four Corners.
It's exactly what it is. But it was so clean in there. And they knew that we were coming to film, but I think it's always that way because you can kind of tell when like someone's cleaned up or like, man, it smells like pets.
Most places are clean.
Yeah.
So,
but it was really nice. Make sure you go check them out. And then we'll be dropping that video whenever we're allowed to. So sometime soon. That will be good. But yeah, it's just after 9 o'clock on a Thursday. We have the food bank out here on Thursdays.
They were there. The truck was already there.
The truck is there. They're out there working
early, man. Like I pulled up at 8 o'clock ish.
Yeah, usually sometimes it'll be like 9 o'clock. They kind of roll in, but there's already a nice line. I know a lot of people, they have the opportunity. They're also forced to listen to us because we come out under the awnings.
God bless them.
Over there.
You're in luck, people.
We got a treat.
Today's the day.
We got a treat. We got Anthony in studio. So, Anthony, you used to work in radio, right? What'd you do?
So I started off doing like news. Like everybody, you start off doing news. You start off doing weather. So nothing exciting at all. And then it went to I got the opportunity to do a morning show. So I had a morning show with another cat for a few years. Mayhem in the AM. It was pretty cool.
It's a good name.
It was a great name. And then went and worked with 740 and did play-by-play announcing for the Arrows.
Why'd you get out of it?
The Arrows got out of it.
But you didn't try and transition back into the news or nothing?
No. It wasn't for me. I mean, it was for me. It was cool. I enjoyed it. It was, there was no money in it. We'll just say
I was going to say.
I was broke.
What, are you saying that people work in radio, they ain't making no money?
No. No, not at all. There is some fortunate ones. Shock jocks mostly.
Yeah.
But I was not a shock jock. I was a boring announcer. So it was cool. It was fun. I was young. I started career day. We had a career day in high school.
And that's how you got onto it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I always wanted to do it. So I always did. I would help do mobile DJ. So I enjoyed that. And then the guy I was helping mobile DJ worked at the radio station, and he was able to get me in, and the teacher dropped me off one morning. I did his morning show with him, did the news and weather, and started working there. I don't know how it happened.
You still in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school doing it.
That's cool.
So, and actually the producer that worked at that station, he just retired from it, and he's doing kind of the same thing, videography and all that stuff. But he comes into the shop a lot. Super great dude. Taught me a ton of stuff and gave me different opportunities to get different jobs. It was cool.
Owning the gun vault, you probably see a lot of interesting people from all walks of life.
I do. I had this conversation yesterday with somebody. I've met some really, really cool people. Excuse me. And I've met just crazy people that you wouldn't even think, and very blessed, and they've become a lot of good friends. Met some people that I thought would be cool that wasn't cool, kind of stuff.
Is there anybody that walked in that maybe surprised you, like a nun or something? I could see that being like, yeah,
I've never seen a nun. I mean, they dress incognito. I don't think they always dress out like nuns, do they?
I'm going to have to Google that.
Yeah.
No, I think sometimes
if any nuns are listening to KHEA, fill us in. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, yeah.
I don't know what the rules are, but
I don't know if they Facebook.
So yesterday we had Mainland City Center in studio, which they're opening a whole big, really cool thing.
I'm really excited about the go-kart track.
Yeah, Texas Entertainment Experience.
Yeah.
So here's one thing, and I'm going to get on to something else with this, but they're having these go-karts, and Arnold from the pit stop, we were hanging out checking his spot out that's going to open there, and he asked Rayanne, with the go-karts, could we do like a sponsorship, get like a Texas pit stop car? And I was like, that's a genius idea.
It's money.
Exactly. I was like, we give the opportunity for a local business to sponsor a car. It's like a race car. And I told him, I said, I'm going to personally do a corn dog car, a corn dog 7 car.
R.I.P.
The number 7.
Yeah.
Corn dog. It's the number 7 race car, but they don't like it.
They probably didn't get the idea.
For nostalgia's sake, right?
So that and the lemonade, bro. So yesterday I walk in, or actually I didn't even walk in. My wife sent me a picture, and River, my son, was dressed up as a pit crew guy for cars.
That's cool.
It was super cute.
Yeah.
The kid dresses up. He loves, he's always like, can I be Marshall? So he dresses up as Marshall for just random days. And then he, sorry, somebody texted me and my brain went blank.
From like one of your businesses, right?
No, it was my brother. Oh. He's listening and he texts me. I'm like, come on. Hi, Kevin. He's listening from Georgia.
What's up, Kevin?
So, yeah, he was dressed up as the cars guy. And then this morning, I'm waking him up and getting him dressed. And he was like, can I wear that? I'm like, not today, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Dude, just go for it. Just say yes.
I'm sure Abundant Life wouldn't care, right?
Nah.
You have the insight. If my kid dressed up as a race car driver,
they won't turn him away.
He'd be too fast.
You're way too fast.
Yeah. He'd just zoom straight into the classroom.
Oh, man. So going back. So Mainland City Center was here, right? And one of the staff members walks in, and they have a bag with a large firearm in there. And they just kind of like walk through, hey, guys, how you doing? And
walked here or over there?
Here, like walk through here, because Mainland City. I was still in studio. I walked out. I was like, "Hey, Rayanne, how you doing?"
Okay.
And so she was like, and then I was like, "Hey, sorry, this was happened." She was like, "I was wondering." I took a picture and sent it to like her sister or someone like that, being like, "Hey, I just saw just like an AK walk through the building right here." It was just interesting.
You've got a good policy, like most churches, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of security around here, like even for for services, and we always have constables on site. In the parking lot, there's always like a police presence, even just for normal church services. So there's always events here, and there's starting to be more events, and as it gets back into
April, y'all got the Easter egg hunt.
Oh yeah, are we gonna have some bounce houses for that?
Boy, are you! Y'all are going big.
Really? Like what's it looking like?
A lot. I spoke to the coordinator of that.
Yeah,
and, it's gonna be a lot.
Okay.
So it will be fun.
Going all out, making up for last year.
For October, man. Y'all go huge for Halloween.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it this year. But we will have sanitizing tables out for all you little ones and big ones. So you'll be good.
Is that something that you started to offer, like with your bounce house services or anything?
We've always done, well, I mean, we've always sanitized, but now we just throw a table out and put some
hand sanitizer, whatever.
Yeah.
That works.
I was about to say Propel, but that's the drink.
Yeah, don't do that. You can drink it, but
I do. I drink Propel.
Remember whenever you couldn't find hand sanitizer, you couldn't find toilet paper? Like, today is the day where I saw somebody else post this and I didn't fact check it, but it makes sense. It's about this time where the CDC
they started going crazy.
Yeah, they said, hey, this is a pandemic. They classified it a pandemic.
It was when it was the week before spring break for Abundant Life.
Right, because they went out. It's like, all right, well, we're out for spring break.
No, it was the week before.
See what happens.
Yeah, because they were going to just close for 2 weeks because they didn't know what was happening. And then here we were, like 6 months.
You were ready to send your son back. You're like, are they opening back up?
Yeah, I was.
I mean, work to do.
There was just so many bounce houses you can jump on the day. And there was just, it was, I mean, that was for everybody, though. It was a sad time.
Yeah.
So
a lot of iPad learning, apps. It was crazy.
Honestly, I would have my mom come over and I would take classes for real estate and just sitting there for hours, 8-9 hours a day doing real estate classes. It helped me, I got stuff done, but it was bad.
Yeah, and the gun vault, y'all had been open.
We were open out of the house.
Yeah, at that point.
We call it OG, the old garage.
Yeah.
That's where.
When did y'all actually open the store?
The storefront was October 22nd.
It seems like it's already been longer.
You're telling me.
There's a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
With the freeze and just everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 22nd, 10/22. We did that for a reason. Actually, my brother gave me the idea. Thanks, Kevin.
What was the
Ruger
reason?
10/22.
Oh, okay.
So it's a gun. We actually gave one away for free. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
I even know who won it. I remember it.
Who?
His name was Renee. He comes in all the time, buys guns.
I would too if I want a free gun. I'm like, I'm going to this place only.
Yep, one of my good customers now.
Yeah. So, what's up with the ammo situation? We were talking about this before we went on air.
It's still tough. Still tough to get it. We're fortunate. We use a local distributor down here, or a local manufacturer down here out of Angleton.
What are they called?
Or Tactical. First day I didn't bring my water. Listen to me. Not. I don't even drink after my wife, bro. Definitely not drinking after you.
But this is different. It's called Ghost Energy. It's my first time to try it. And it's Sour Heads flavor.
So I tried this pre-workout Sour Head flavor thing.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, okay. So
it was brutal.
So I've had some other energy drinks that are sour heads, but this is like straight up
It wasn't an energy drink. It was just a protein.
Uh-huh.
Protein drink. It's the powder you put in the water, shake it up, drink it. Oh, it was brutal. It was like powdered garbage. So I apologize to whoever made it. They have a lemon
Lemonheads?
lemonade, the cherry limeade from Sonic one. I'm scared to try it. So because I like cherry limeade, don't like powder.
Wow.
It is what it is. But yeah, so we're pretty stacked up. So and that's what we were talking about. I think the reason we have so much, and I'm not complaining, we do really well. We have a really great client base, but people still just want to go to academies and all that, where people will stand in line for hours upon hours to get one box of ammo.
Do they have limits?
Over the academies and stuff? Yeah. All big chains do, because people are buying them and selling them, that's what's hurting the market, is in my opinion. That's why ammo will not drop from what you see now, price-wise, because now the manufacturers see, hey, they're paying this, might as well. Because when we are getting it from like our distributors, the major brands, we still get it every now and then. It's not often, but their prices are going up.
Yeah. So the prices are going up across the board.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I look at sneakers resell a lot.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they'll buy a $180 pair of sneakers, and they'll sell for $5,000 depending on how rare they are. But it's the same thing. It's like, well,
just bought some new DCs.
Should the manufacturer should they manufacture more, or then they you gradually just increase their prices, or what?
On the ammo, no. I mean, they're making as much as they can, as fast as they can.
It's not like it's limited. They're
doing what they can. I mean, they're saying, I was listening to some videos a few weeks ago, and they're like, this is the most we've ever made. Mm-hmm. We're making it. You just can't keep it in stock because, I mean, people, that's what they do. I'm on these different sites and they'll buy a box for $30 and they'll turn around and sell it for 90. And I'm like, man, the people that don't know that they're buying it is just, they're messing with themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the gun shows, it's the same thing. You'll buy, I mean, there is a dealer locally, and I had a customer come in, and I fact checked this. I didn't want to get the big X down at the bottom, and they said, man, they're selling these boxes of 29 millimeters steel, which is not the best ammo. If that's what you got, that's what you got, which normally is like $12-13. They were selling it for $85. So I may or may not called up there and been like, hey, y'all have this, acting like a customer, and they told me. I was just blown away. And
that's straight from the store.
That's straight from the store. And that kills me because it's a family business. So,
wow.
Yeah, it kills me. So I don't know.
Are they local?
Yeah, they're very local.
How local we talking?
I can't say that. I'm not throwing names. We'll just say they're in the county.
Okay.
But it's it's sad. You're writing a note, so I tell you afterwards. I know that's what you're doing. I see you.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
Yeah, it's sad. That is one thing. For the longest, we weren't raising our prices because I bought so much beforehand, and I had good pricing, so I was like, I'm not raising it. And then once we sold out, obviously we have to start paying more. We have to charge a little bit more. It's just we have to. But our guns are staying the same price. Guns really aren't going up, so that's good price wise. But they're hard to get to.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question.
Okay.
So the manufacturing places that you use, and I guess there's one that's local.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to go check that out? And is that cool?
I haven't been there. My worker has been there a few times. I know the guy that reps them personally. He's from here, and they're from here, and I trust the guy. And we used it at the old store for years. Never really had issues with it.
Yeah.
So
I think it'd be cool to go see how they do that, how it's all
probably
made.
not as interesting as you think.
What do they do?
I mean, it's just little casings just going through this line. They stop, powder goes, you pull the thing, and you
Is
press
it all
in.
automated,
Yeah,
or there's
all
somebody
automated.
working it?
No, it's all automated.
See, that'd be cool. I think. Again, I could be there.
Maybe
and
for like 12 seconds. You'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, that's neat.
Well, I look
There you
at
go. All right, let's go.
like a 3D printer. We got to go film some a 3D printer the other day with Clear Creek ISD, and it's just fascinating.
But that's gratification because you're seeing it done. It's getting something's making right in front of you. This is just a constant feed of the same exact thing that's the same exact size doing the same exact motion. So I don't
Sounds
know.
great.
Maybe to you. But no, it's cool. They're great people or tactical, good people.
Do they make anything else? Just ammo?
Yeah, just ammo.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so can we talk about gunsmithing? Because we also talked about this a little bit before.
Yep.
So what exactly does that entail?
So I got in trouble last time from our gunsmith because I didn't say anything about it. We do offer gunsmithing services. David has been I met David the day we opened. It was a quick, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you kind of deal. I'm very skeptic on people. Like, my circle is very small. My employees laugh because they're like, if you open another business, we can't keep moving businesses with you because you're going to have to hire people you don't know. I only hire people I know, the people I trust. So I was real skeptical on him, didn't know him. He brought in some work. We started talking, started trusting and liked him or whatever. He's been gunsmithing for years now, for like 20 plus years, maybe longer. The guy hasn't turned anything down. So we do, he makes parts. If you can't find parts and it's able to be made, he can make them. If your gun's broke, we can repair it. Really anything you can think of that he can do, we can do.
Yeah, so that would mainly be at repairs. If you have an old gun, it doesn't work, or something's missing, or I just need it checked up.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that something you should do? Like, do a checkup on a gun, I guess?
I mean, I recommend cleaning them all the time. And I know in the past we've talked that I'm awful at cleaning guns. I don't like doing it.
But you have a gunsmith.
Yeah.
So you can allow him to help you out, right?
But I do them if I need to. So yeah, it's kind of like a car. Just do your routine maintenance, clean it, lubricate it, make sure everything looks functioning properly, and you're good.
How often do you get to shoot now?
Not often. I used to shoot every day for like 7-8 years. I shot every single day. And
Is it like once a week now?
No.
2 weeks?
No. It's been so I shot about a month ago, maybe 50 rounds of ammo, if that, and that was the first time I shot in probably a year, other than like in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can shoot in your backyard. I've asked to come shoot in your backyard before, and you told me no.
You can't. I can.
But
it's my backyard.
Yeah, but I just like as a friend, like just let me come shoot a gun.
I don't shoot anything big. It's always just like 22s. I've got a big fascination with 22s. I love them.
Why?
I don't know. Just always have.
Is that one that you started with pretty young or something?
No, I didn't really get into guns until I started working at the old store. I mean, there was.
Did you lie on the application?
No.
Like
No, I told them I needed a part-time job, and for some reason they like me.
Yeah.
They still like me. It's
and
weird.
then you were able to learn a lot about the industry and guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I tell people I don't know a ton about guns. I know about business, and I can talk to you about guns, and I can talk to you about the new stuff, and old stuff I leave to David and then Steve, and then Shane, who also works with us. He's 20. I hired Shane when he was 16, and now he's with me at this store. And this kid knows more about guns than I probably could ever know about.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
How often do they come out with new items? We were talking earlier about like a first generation.
Yeah,
is it like a yearly two?
So
depends?
normally a manufacturer will put out stuff and display it. It's a big industry show called SHOT Show, and they do those in January. Didn't have one this year.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
No. And honestly, it's weird because when I say so, they rent out. It's the Sands Hotel over in Vegas, and or the Sands Civic Center. It's attached to the Venetian, so it's huge. It's like 3 stories. And when I say there's thousands of vendors, there's thousands of vendors. It took us 3 days to walk the whole thing. 3 full days.
Yeah.
It's unreal how big it is. But just think of the amount of people put in there. So I doubt anytime soon they're going to be putting that back.
Yeah, I went, man, this was years ago. It had to be like 6 or 7 years ago. They hold a thing there called NAB. And it's a broadcast for broadcasters. So actually this table.
It's going to be really boring.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So we bought this desk from the floor, the showroom floor. We rented a truck and drove it back because this is
From where?
This chair from Vegas.
Gosh.
This chair. Yeah, this chair. If I told like, okay, yeah, but we didn't pay it, but this chair, like the sticker on it was like, yeah, this is $1,000 chair. But like at the end of
I thought you got that at Office Depot.
No, sir.
You sure I seen the same one at Office Depot, bro?
we probably paid Office Depot prices.
I'm pretty sure Furniture Zone can get that for a lot cheaper. Just saying. Stephanie, check this chair out.
So we got a truck, and yeah, we brought this desk back, which is it's an amazing desk.
It's a solid desk. I'll give you that.
So they don't want to take their stuff home. At the end of the thing, it's like, well, we got to load up our trucks. It's more work for them, so they will, buy it off the floor.
You haggled, bro.
We did, yeah, and they work with you. But there was all kinds of stuff. So every year they'll have that, but they've been having these virtual.
Yeah.
That's where they're trying to do. But it's fun to get to go to Vegas, and then you kind of get to maybe run into some of the people and just meet some reps. And
yeah. That was, I mean, like I talk to these guys every day, and that's the only time you see them is at these shows.
Yeah.
There's still some I've never met.
Are they trying to do any of that virtual?
They do them virtually. Yeah, but I mean, it's just manufacturers putting stuff out. And but yes, to answer your question, they do. Most manufacturers will put out a gun every year or two, and that's where they display the stuff.
On a local level, they have an industrial trade show that the Tech City Lamarck Chamber puts on, and that's one of their big events that they usually do in the fall. And we live in an industrial area, the refineries and everything else, and they go and network, but we weren't able to make that happen this year. And we were trying to find a way to do it virtually, but just time.
That'd be that'd be hard.
It would be hard, because they were like, well, the value is getting to meet these people, networking in same industry. It just works. So we were trying to figure out a way, and we just couldn't. Time was just like ticking. It was an idea that was late, and we got to stick to this date. So it was unfortunate, but hopefully we'll get back.
Yeah. Hopefully.
What you think next January? Fingers crossed.
I would like to go back next year.
Can you take me with you?
You can't actually. It's weird. I would have to make you an employee.
That's fine. I'll take.
All right.
Just
You're
you don't
hired.
even have to pay. Yeah.
I even know you. That's weird. So yeah, you're hired.
Do I know you? The criteria. Do I trust you? We could get there.
Right. Do I? No. It's first, do I trust you, and then do I know you? Yeah. No, it's really cool because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
So that's where you go and you can get discounts on orders. Just kind of pre-fill your orders for the year, and it's pretty neat.
All right. So we got there from gunsmithing.
Yeah.
And we ended up and now we're back.
La La Land. That's how we always do it.
Okay. So I also want to talk about the LTC classes because you're still putting those on, right?
Yeah, we do them about every 2 weeks. I got in trouble, actually. My wife was trying to sign somebody up, and they're one of her friends at work, and she was like, "Hey, you know you have one on Easter, right?" I was like, "Let me go ahead and delete that."
Yeah.
I knew that's where that was going.
Yeah.
So that one got deleted. But our next one's on the 21st, and
Of this month?
Yep.
March 21st? So it's the 11th today. Okay.
Yep. So all you do is just go online and gunvaulttx.com, or if you're on Facebook, which you obviously are, you can just get our page to Gun Vault of TX, and it's pinned to the top. So it's pretty cool. We're fun. We try to make it fun, entertaining, because it's kind of boring material.
Right.
But we can kind of spruce it up, tell stories with it. You're there for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, so just have to roll with it.
Is the LTC class more of a teaching or more of a testing thing?
Yes, it's
Both?
So you're teaching them the laws that they need to know, you're testing them on the laws they need to know, and you're testing them on their shooting ability. The main question we get is, will you teach us to shoot? We will not teach you to shoot. We don't have that kind of time. If you've never shot a gun, I don't recommend you taking the test or taking the class. Let us give you a lesson, quick hour lesson, teach you, give you the basics, the fundamentals, and then come take the class.
Okay.
Because you can fail on the shooting portion.
Yeah.
Are we going to fail you completely? No. We're going to make sure that you go. We're going to bring you back. We're going to teach you what you need to teach, and then we're going to shoot you again. Not shoot you. Shoot the course again so that you get your license. That's our number one thing.
So if somebody wants to take a lesson, maybe they have a gun, they haven't shot it before, or they want to buy a new one.
And they're just not comfortable, we can do it.
Do lessons.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
Is that something y'all been doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't really promote it too much, but yes, we do. Because we get a lot of people to just ask, hey, do y'all do one-on-one classes? Because husbands can't teach wives how to shoot. Wives can't teach husbands
It's a
how to shoot.
communication thing.
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
So if you tried to teach your wife how to shoot, she would yell at you, you wouldn't get dinner. So they just pay me, I'll do it,
Yeah.
and you get fed that night.
So it would probably be my wife teaching me how to shoot.
That's probably true.
If anything.
Yeah. I know who her dad is.
Yeah.
He shoots, so there's that.
I remember being a kid. And I've known my wife since, we were like 10, very young, right?
There's a picture over there.
Yeah, I'd go to I'd go to her house, and her dad would be like, "Look at all my guns," and like sometimes he'd be like showing me, with like, "Hey, look, hold this one." I'm like, "I'm not comfortable holding this. I don't know what's going on with
What do I
it."
do, sir?
Yeah, but it was always, it was always a cool thing. But I didn't grow up with them,
Yeah.
around the
You
house.
grew up with music.
I
know
grew
who
up with a
your dad
guitar.
is.
Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia.
Someone was asking me about that. They're like,
It was me.
Was
I
that?
said something to you. I was like, bro, how was it growing up with somebody so famous in your household?
Yeah. Sometimes, so I went to get, my dad, they bought me stuff from Guitar Center when I was a kid. So sometimes what I would give, they would pull my information or whatever. And so the account just switched because they can pull up everything you've ever bought.
Yeah.
And so I added my phone number to the account or whatever. So they'll say oh, and at some point it was still Jerry Garcia. They're like, oh, that's cool. Because
Really
it's
cool
like
name.
the guys at Guitar Center,
Yeah.
Jerry Garcia.
And little do they know,
No.
your dad and mom are just out watching independent wrestling shows.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of independent wrestling, I saw that you sponsored some wrestlers at the next reality wrestling
We
event.
did.
Who'd you sponsor?
Brian Keith got the old gun vault, and
That makes sense.
Cam Cole got Rockin' Rivers.
So explain that one to me. Is there a
He's
correlation?
childish.
He's childish.
Yeah. In the ring, he's childish.
Yeah.
He may be the champion, but it's the best I have.
Yeah, but Brian Keith, that's kind of cool because he
Yep.
has the Wild West thing going on with the gun vault.
Yep.
It's just, is that why you picked him, or he's just a good
100%.
guy?
No, I like Brian. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Great performer. Just all around good guy. Talk to him a lot. and I'm happy to sponsor him.
Yeah, KHEA Radio, we sponsored someone. I may not release it yet, but I'm excited about that.
I need you to release it because it makes me super excited.
Yeah, so we sponsored a wrestler. Well, we sponsored a talent at Reality of Wrestling.
We'll say talent, yeah.
I looked into trying to sponsor Brad Gilmore.
I think it would have been good. I would have just sponsored his hair. I wouldn't even sponsored him. It would have just been his hair.
Brad Gilmore's hair brought to you. Oh,
right? Can you just? You're doing it.
I'll text later. I'll do that. Be like,
Kevin, make it happen.
How much would it take to sponsor Brad Gilmore's hair? Brought to you by KHEA Radio.
Yeah, not even his face, nothing, just his hair.
Each piece could be sponsored out. We're missing out on some opportunities here.
Yep.
Wow.
That's genius.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to keep doing this, but I'll keep sponsoring. Why not?
I mean, why not?
I met a guy yesterday that he asked. I was wearing, his wrestling shirt Wednesday, and real quick, dropped River off at school, goes to Abundant Life. I don't talk bad about this place. I love it. One of the teachers, he had this Roosevelt shirt, and has the beachy print, and it was Macho Man dropping an elbow, and there were some other Macho Man faces. This girl was like, "Oh, I like your surfer shirt," and he was like, "It's Macho Man." So my kid knows what's up.
Yeah.
The teacher, not so much.
Oh,
Made me sad. But I digress. And the guy was, talking about my shirt, and he liked it. And then we started talking, and he's a sponsor at Row also. So
yeah. Very cool.
Cool
Small world.
You meet. Yep.
Some cool things happening, in our area. So we talked about LTC gunsmithing, what's going on with ammo. Also got to talk about the manufacturing. Mm-hmm. And the process and how it may not be as fun as I think it is.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to bring up?
We are going to attempt to hold a really, really big class in the very near future.
Okay, so what's a normal class or a small class? And then I want to see what you consider a really, really big
10
class.
10 to 20 is what
normal?
Our average is.
Okay.
Yeah. We have the opportunity to get into this big building that will hold quite a few hundred people. So we are shooting for 100 people.
I wonder what the largest class is.
I don't know. We used to do it at the old place. I would do 80-ish. So it's going to be obviously it's not a one. That is not the classroom portion is a one day, but we'll have to go shoot different days. But that is our goal. So there will be banners. We've made banners. Southern Sass made them. I didn't. And be around town soon.
Cool.
So
that's
if you're
exciting.
looking to get it, let's try it. Try to break a record. Help me break a record,
like
people.
250 people.
I'm weird because I can talk on radio all day. When it gets in front of people,
do you make notes? Do you have bullet points, or what's your process?
It is. So I don't teach. Remember that. I don't have time to teach, but I could. But it's just, you do it. It's the same class. You just do it over and over, and then it's kind of like radio. You feed off to people. If they have questions, you answer the questions and kind of go off from there, tangents and stuff. But no, it's mostly you're structured on what you teach, and then you just find your own groove.
Cool.
It's pretty neat.
That's awesome. So how can somebody keep up with you on social media, find out any information?
Whatever's going on. Gun Vault of TX on Facebook. I'm on Instagram also. I think it's the Gun Vault of Texas or the Gun Vault of TX. I really don't know. I don't do Instagram. But stuff gets posted there. And then Rockin' Rivers Bounce House is on there. We're getting ready for the summertime, baby.
All right.
Going to get that tan, get those muscles.
It's already time. It's already spring break. Get it at the house.
We got stuff going. We got stuff here next week for the school.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks, sir.
This is KHEA
we didn't make
Radio.
Any phone calls today. I'm sad.
Oh, Chevy wouldn't answer.
No, I wouldn't.
All right. Hey.